Here we go. First ball.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Doesn't beat the infield. Beats the field with a great shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Shazad pulls out. Dead ball.
How will the bowler respond?
Edge, but it drops safely. Phillips has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. End of the over, a big one. 11 runs coming from it. The Titans, 11 for none.
One gone and an excellent start to this power play.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Reliance end. Couldn't get it through the field.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Smacks that away through the gap. Can't get that outside the ring field. Finds the edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Brushed away before. But you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
7 runs added there. The Titans are 18 for none. Was quick onto that in the infield. They've gone up here.
footwork behind the stump. Save some runs with that dive.
Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position. Do not think anyone's going to stop that.
Fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, smashes it away.
Villiers, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Too much width and got the full treatment. You've just got to stand and admire.
Super batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure right on the bowler. They've got to respond. Straight to the fielder. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. Clarkson from the Reliance end. Edged. What a ball. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Edge, amazing delivery. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Phillips didn't get bat on that, and that'll go away to the boundary for 4 byes. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Over. The Titans, 39 for none. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Cuts that off well in the infield. Great shot, rode the ball up with him and cuts through point.
Phillips was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Away goes the ball, and that hits the boundary, and that's 5 wides. Super catch right on the boundary. Caught right on the boundary.
At long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily have been a game-changing innings, but all the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Varma ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Massive outside edge. End of the over. 6 off it. The Titans are 45 for 1. Huge edge. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Gill hits that hard through cover. Deep cover point needs to make some ground here.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Edged, unplayable. Head was completely still, and they struck that hard, high, and long for 6.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure we'll see some big fielding changes coming. Shazad from the pavilion end. Big edge. Misses everything. Three runs added in that over. The Titans are 61 for 1. Edge, but it drops safely. Over the infield with a cracking shot. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like we'll carry.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Well, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. End of the over, a big one. 11 runs coming from it. The Titans are 72 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. Goes over the top with that shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. 6 off it. The Titans are 78 for 1. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Reliance end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Finds the fielder with that shot. Yeah. Edged. Wow, that's a huge appeal for the catch. If there's something on it, it was the faintest of edges. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
Yeah, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Punch down the ground, mid-off and mid-on in pursuit.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Couldn't get it through the field. 8 runs out of there. The Titans are 86 for 2. Villiers from the pavilion end.
Side of bowling slightly fuller and had been put away.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Can't get that outside the ring field. Finds the edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Smacks that away through the gap.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
End of the over. 8 off it. The Titans are 94 for 2.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
That's a confident appeal. Comes down the wicket and drives that in the air. Great attacking play by the batter. 4 more.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope. Going more defensive with the field choice.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Massive outside edge. Edged it. That's the over. The Titans are 103 for 2.
How will he reply?
Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Goes over the top with that shot. Needs to be on target. End of the over. The Titans 110 for 2.
The batters have controlled the middle portion of this innings, but they'll need to launch now with wickets in the dugout. The captain making some... adjustments to the field here.
Swept away, but finds the fielder. Huge edge. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like we'll carry.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
End of the over. 8 off it. The Titans are 118 for 2.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Massive outside edge.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Full and good night. Just lent on that, didn't have to do much, and got 4.
Villiers, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
You can't bowl that wide to someone of this skill. That's just a simple square cut through to the boundary for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Oh, that's beautifully struck. Right out of the guts and all the way.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Good catch. Out. Cut away, but straight to point for the easy catch.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. We'll have to head back to the pavilion. First ball for the batter coming in.
Big edge. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Front foot punch down the ground and mid-on in pursuit. Lovely footwork there.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your turn. Edge, but it drops safely. Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground.
The batters have controlled the middle portion of this innings, but they'll need to launch now with wickets in the dugout.
Thick edge.
Going a bit more conservative with this field.
Huge edge. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Steps across and through the leg side. Can run 2 if they want. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. End of the over, 10 runs from it. The Titans, 155 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Joseph coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Great shot for 6, moving along nicely and really starting to build this innings now.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Rabada goes large again. 2 maximums in a row. We're in for a treat here, I reckon.
Somehow the bowler's got to stop the rot. That's 12 from 2 now. And the batter really looking in the mood.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Straight drive, mid-off, and cut that one off.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. It's not the type of ball to be bowling.
17 runs out of there. The Titans are 172 for 3. Villiers, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Oh, gone again. That's even bigger than the first maximum. I think it might have gone into the wind as well.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrists. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
Trouble.
One to get for 50.
Couldn't get it through the field. 16 runs added there. The Titans, 188 for 3.
They're behind the required rate late in the innings. No other choice now but to just go for it.
21 runs needed. Will take a number of big shots to get home.
Have to go for it now. The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
They really need a boundary, this ball.
Great shot, pulled straight to back and square leg though.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Williamson played it on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Perfectly timed.
The Super Giants bring it home in a close one. So many twists and turns. I think the best team won in the end. What a fantastic match.
What a match we've just witnessed, right down to the wire, and the smallest of margins deciding it. Join us next time where we hope we can deliver to you more of the same.